Hi, I'm Ken Claffey, CEO of VDURA. I'm here at SC25 in St. Louis. Joining me is
Garth Gibson. I'm the CTO and the CAIO and the co-founder.
So Garth, as a true pioneer of high-performance data infrastructure, how do you see AI reshaping data infrastructure as we go forward?
Well, you're getting ahead of me now, but really the AI world is making so much benefit for society, so much opportunity for business, that it's in a gigantic race to go there faster. And so AI moves on bigger objects, it does more computation, it's data-driven, and it is intensely parallel. And so our customers are going to benefit from being able to do maximal performance runs on valuable data and get the results quickly.
So if we think about, given that we've both been in HPC for a long time, one of the things I think about is actually, and from talking with customers, while there's a lot of overlap between the needs of traditional HPC simulation and modeling, when you get into AI, there are some characterizations that are different. It's not just about scratch storage anymore.
It's not, because fundamentally AI has a training cycle, a decoding cycle, inference cycle, and those things are different. And so the scratch storage is a checkpointing. Yeah, we still need that in training, but we also need huge amounts of data that we can access randomly. And on the inference side, it's really your questions that's driving them, but fundamentally that conversation is really valuable. So if they have processing your conversation, your interest things, they want to hold on to that conversation so you can come back to it, and that's the inference capture and the KV caches and the key value caches. And that stuff is gold mine to inference, and that's where they make their money. They're going to ask us to do the most possible for them.
Absolutely.
Ken, I watched you today. You're a master. I like this. The customers are telling you that the transition's hard.
Yeah.
What are you really seeing them focus mostly on?
So there's different categories of customers. I think where I see it hard the most, if I can use those terms, is customers who are still running HPC simulation and modeling, and now they have this explosion of, I've got all these different AI applications, which have different challenges in terms of the workload. How do I build an infrastructure that can meet the needs of today of my HPC workloads, but also give me the optionality as AI becomes a bigger part of my applications workload? How do I build an infrastructure that can meet the needs of today and what I need for tomorrow?
Right, that smooth transition.
Yeah, and like efficiency, cost efficiency, performance efficiency, and managing that complexity, this is what customers are really keying in on.
On that bit, we have an approach to performance, economics, and simplicity. How does that approach work for our customers?
Yeah, I often say to customers, and you've heard me say this, I think we focus more on economics, probably more than any of our competitors, because ultimately, whether it's HPC or AI, customers are increasingly thinking of a mindset, I'm running an AI factory, I'm running a data factory. Right. Having run factories, operational efficiency really matters. The yields of the factory really matters. The return on the capital employed really matters. And we're really taking a unique approach to this. Obviously, with the pioneering work you have done, creating PanFS, we do a phenomenal job scaling performance perfectly linearly. We do a great job there. The piece that we also now do, that we've moved to a software-defined microservices-based model, is we are hardware agnostic. We can use commercial off-the-shelf hardware, and we make sure we use it efficiently. If you're spending a lot of money on flash, you want to make sure that the performance of that raw media can provide, is that getting out through the hardware infrastructure? Is that getting out through the software stack? That's a key measure of efficiency. And the other piece we talk to our customers about, which I think this SC, much more so than last year, people are really thinking about, hey, I'm scaling now. I'm not just scaling in terms of performance and nodes, I'm scaling capacity. How do I do that efficiently? And yeah, look, that's when I have the benefits of not being single sourced to one particular type of media. Storage media is a commodity. We're a commodity storage media agnostic. You want any type of flash, QLC, TLC, SLC, we support that. You want any type of HDD, CMR, and now we've announced with V12 SMR technology, I'm able to integrate them seamlessly into your environment. We do that better than anybody.
Yeah, that's really great. I love the notion that we can still hit the peak bandwidths and change the effective price of their storage.
Absolutely, and it can change over time.
Yeah, it can change over time. I want to really thank you for bringing me back. When you took this company and decoupled the software from the hardware and allowed the hardware to catch right up and stay on the other, you created huge opportunities for me to imagine how the software can evolve.
Well,
it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
As I've noticed from you joining your meetings today, which has been a blast for me, actually, a customer said, "Can we do it?" And you're like, "It's software. Of course I can do it." And yeah, I think the move that we've changed, and obviously culminating or embodied by the name change from Panasas to VDURA, that move to microservices has just unlocked a lot of potential. And I think a lot of the ideas, frankly, I'm delighted you're back. I think a lot of what you've learned from your many years, obviously doing HPC and parallel file system, but also now more recently doing AI at the Vector Institute, I think the synergy of your understanding has given us a unique insight, which I can see from the dialogue with customers this week. Customers are really appreciating. It's very exciting.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a lot of fun.